still fighting against breast cancer. Tonight's game features a top 5 matchup between your Lexington Wildcats and the Catawba Ridge Copperheads. And now for tonight's starting lineups. First, for the visitors from Catawba Ridge. Leading off, playing second base, number 13, Jaden Harris. Batting second, playing right field, number 8, B.G. Yates. Playing third, batting third, playing center field, number 14, Sarah Rochelo. Batting fourth, playing first base, number 17, Kendra Murray. Batting fifth and catching, number 3, Mia Kovacs. Batting sixth, shortstop, number 11, Kirsten Reynolds. Batting seventh, playing third base, number 18, Peyton Beto. Batting eighth, playing left field, number 19, Charlie Burney. Batting ninth, and the DP, number 4, Elena Hogan's. In the circle, number 12, Kiera O'Brien. The Copperheads are coached by Coach Mayak, assistants Coach Yates and Coach Harris. Also for the Copperheads, number 10, Gabby Cook. Number 1, Hannah Smith. Number 5, Ben Petrie. Number 9, Cam Bird. And number 7, Taylon Sistar. And now the starting lineup for your Lexington Wildcats. And center field, number 5, Peyton Melanauskas. At second base, number 9, Maya Drennan. Playing right field, number 12, Libby Warren. At shortstop, number 11, Sam Craig. Third base, number 10, Emma Melanauskas. Tonight's DP, number 17, Robin Craig. Behind the dish, number 22, Peyton Gotts. At first base, number 14, Lexi Taylor. And left field, number 16, Elena Harry. And in the circle, number 7, Haley Mans. Also for the Wildcats, number 2, Grace Fonseca. Number 6, Shay Scott. Number 8, Bailey Lindler. Number 15, Naomi Little. Number 23, Amanda Barksdale. And number 3, Riley Peter. The Wildcats are coached by Lori Epps, assistant John Terrapin, Lindsey Mason, Kim Gunner, and Coach Kiesler. Now, please rise as we play the national anthem.
And welcome to Wildcat Field for tonight's titanic matchup between the Lexington Wildcats and Catawba Ridge Copperheads. Catawba Ridge comes to us from the Fort Mill area back-to-back 4A state champions. They're in the 5A Division II classification this year, and yet to lose a game on the 2025 season. An outstanding team coming to Lexington to face the Wildcats, who are looking to bounce back from a tough one on Monday night. We're not going to talk about. We've closed the book on that one, but we're moving on and excited about this contest to get us ready for the playoffs, because what you're going to see tonight is big-time softball all the way around. Haley Mann's in the circle for the Wildcats, and we are underway. Wildcats in their pink jerseys and pink socks, breast cancer awareness. Wonderful gesture from the Wildcats here tonight. And there's a good pitch. Oh, look, 2-0. Umpire didn't like it. Doc Little will be with me here in a little bit, coming in from an obligation. And
joining us here in just a second. We're having a little sound issue here we're working to resolve, but leading off for Catawba Ridge is Jaden Harris, count now 3-0. And there's a 4-pitch walk, so the leadoff batter for the Copperheads is on. And Wildcats on the defensive already. Next up, B.G. Yates, center fielder. Correction, right fielder, number 8.
pitches up again, so 5 straight balls here. Start the first inning. Haley looking to lock in and let her defense work here for her. Two and 0 the count. They were swinging there on 2-0. That's surprising, but Haley throws a good fastball in the inside corner and gets a strike, so 2-1. Once again, this game we've been looking forward to really all year, ever since these two met up at Catawba Ridge. One of the best games you'll see this year anywhere. Catawba Ridge was victorious in extra innings in what was just an outstanding softball game all the way around. Lots of timely hitting, lots of great defense, good pitching. Wildcats went up in the 9th by 2, but Catawba Ridge played at 3 to walk it off back in March. There's a ball fisted out to left, so Catawba Ridge already with some action. First and second here, no outs.
Now on number 14, Sarah Rochelow.
Brings up Sarah Rochelow, the center fielder. Dangerous hitter for the Copperheads. There's Bach to right, Liddy under it. And runners advance.
Next up, number 17, Kendra Murray.
First and second here, second, third with 1 out. So second, third, 1 out for Kendra Murray, the first baseman. Kendra had the walk-off home run to win the game back in March. There's a ball. Fought off to the right side, so count evens at 1. Catawba Ridge in their all black uniforms at fairly new school, opened, 5-6 years ago, I believe. Split off of Fort Mill High School. Now it's a 5A school. A lot of growth up in that area of the state. Haley works back ahead now, so 1 and 2 to count. Big pitch here to a really good hitter for the Copperheads. Haley trying to work out of some damage here in the first. Nice pitch, up and in, fought off, stays alive. Good crowd here on this beautiful night in Lexington. A lot of pink shirts out there. Families bought those shirts to support the cause. There's a nice pitch and a nice job by Peyton blocking that up. Good pitch, Haley. That Murray does not chase.
We have company here in the box. Doc Little has joined us from his obligations in the technical college world. Doc, we got one out here, second and third, top of the first. There's a ball over Olivia's head and right. That's going to be 2 runs. Copperhead's already up 2-0 here in the first.
You know, it's amazing when your day job actually gets in the way of broadcasting softball games.
Yeah, it does happen. It's happened not many times this year, but we try to monitor and adjust. About an hour ago, I was at Dutch Fork watching the track meet. So
how are the Wildcats doing at the track?
They did pretty good. A lot of fast runners there. The region meet. Now Mia Kovacs steps in. There's a strike. Copperheads didn't like it, but Wildcats do. So Wildcats in a hole early here, 2-0. Can't put runners on base. A lot of good hitters in this lineup.
They are loaded.
Count evens, 1-1.
Help me understand the Karate Kid celebration when you hit a double. Who started that? I mean, not Ralph Macchio, obviously, but I mean like
Daniel LaRusso.
Daniel LaRusso. Do you realize that the All-Valley Karate Tournament was a full-contact, bare-knuckle martial arts competition for underage children?
Quality TV back in the 80s.
I just want you to be clear. I mean, listen. In the 80s, we didn't wear bicycle helmets.
There's another hit out to left for Kovacs, and so first and third now with one out, and Copperheads come out swinging early.
Well, we didn't wear bicycle helmets. We didn't have those things on trampolines, you know, that protected us from falling off. We didn't do that. Half the cars didn't have seat belts. Different time in the 80s.
You had that thing you could spin around on the playground and
oh my gosh, and throw up and get concussed and everything else. Yeah. And at no point did we question the fact that the All-Valley Karate Championship was incredibly dangerous for minors. No headgear. I mean, we didn't understand concussion protocols back then. Just kicked and punched each other in the face.
There's another hit, and Catawba Ridge is cooking here in the top of the first. Count, I think that's 3-0 now, not 4, but hard time getting outs here in the top of the first.
How are we doing? Is it 4-0 or 3-0?
I believe it's 3-0, Rob.
We're correcting the scoreboard as we're, live here on site. I will tell you this, it's always a little bit of bad juju and people are coming in late. How did Brooks do at the track meet, by the way? Can we talk about that?
Yeah, ran a PR, 54 something. Personal record.
I do like a PR. You know, my favorite thing about running is that it does not matter how fast you are. It's compared to how fast, you are compared to yourself.
That's right. Squares the bunt, but unsuccessful. So Cat's in a hole early.
You know, sometimes when you get in this hole early, like last night, the Canes 3-0 deficit to the Jersey Devils in the first period, they fought back to win in OT. They're the kind of moments that kind of keep you in a game, you know? Like, this is an important stretch here.
Got it. Oh, God. Nice job.
See, there's an out that you didn't know
comes
you
out
needed.
firing. I do believe it's 3-0, though, so I think we can correct that, I believe. I guess we'll get a confirmation here between innings. 2 strikes, so nice heads-up play, Peyton Gantz. I mean, you got nothing to lose here. You've already given up some runs and trying to work out.
Well, that's what I'm saying. It's an important part. You don't want to just say, oh, gosh, well, we're losing here early. We're just going to pack it in here. But we got to keep them close here. We got to see if our bats are going to wake up in the bottom half here, but we got to keep them close. We've seen this before from Haley Manns. You know, maybe not such a great start, but then she battles back. Woodmont last year, maybe a good example of that. We've got that in us.
This is Peyton Beto. It's Beethoven without the Vin. I was talking to her mom earlier. And
You talked to Beethoven's mom earlier?
Not for. There's another one right at left. So Copperhead's plate 3. And we go to the bottom of the first, 3-0. Back here in the bottom of the first, and Copperhead's counter with number 12, Kiera O'Brien. Doc, Kiera pitched against us early in the year back in March at Catawba Ridge. I remember good fastball and also a good changeup.
Well, we've got to be disciplined here. Got to be smart. A little bit of a hole early, but there's a lot of softball to be played, right? 6 more innings, hopefully. It may not be if we give up 3. If we give up 3 runs every inning, it's not going to be a long night. But let's hope. Well, listen, Matt's standing up. Folks at home, Matt's standing up. I'm standing up. This is a big game. Really, you know what? I also want to shout out to Buddy Lindler. I did get a check for the Crescent Collision Star of the Game sponsorship.
He's ponied up. All right, buddy.
He is ponied up.
Really feel like the Cats need to respond. I'm not asking for 3 or 4 here, but at least put something on the board here in the bottom of the first to feel like you're still in this thing.
We need to put a little game pressure on them. On this pink out. Did we talk about pink out?
We acknowledge that in your absence.
I did not pink out.
There's a ball up, so 2-0.
Let's go, ladies. 2 in a row to 2 in a row. 2 in a row. Hey, 2 in a row. That is maybe my favorite cheer. It's taking over the nacho cheese, nacho pitch cheer this year.
2-0 to count to the Wildcats senior center fielder, and that's ball's outside. 3-0, so Peyton looking to get on base here and get something going here at Rule Yard Row on the campus of Lexington High School for the last regular season contest. Playoffs will start next week. Wildcats will wait and see their playoff seeding and destination.
Just off Staymeyer Drive.
There's a strike, 3-1.
Got a little change in the lineup tonight is what it looks like. Is that Maya Drennan at batting number 2 tonight?
Yeah, Maya at number 2. Elena in that second leadoff spot there at number 9. All right, so there we go. Ball 4. Cats Good job there putting run on base, much like Catawba Ridge started their first inning with a walk. Peyton's do the same. Brings up, like Doc said, Maya Drennan. A little bit of a mix-up in the lineup, which, got a chance.
I don't know what that song is, but I'm kind of feeling it, though. I was trying to sing it. I don't know any of the words.
How about Miss Ruiz? She's even got her pink out Stanley Cup down there.
That's a commitment to the bit.
Mr. Umpire is not giving the outside pitch, so Miss Catawba Ridge is realizing that, much like Haley did in the first inning.
Well, there is an adjustment period when you're playing a team like this. You gotta, there's a feeling out period. No, that's nice.
That's a nice bunt.
That's a nice bunt.
All right, so first and second with number 12 stepping in here, Maya Drennan. Heck of a bunt. Wildcats probably not, let's try a little more of that as we get into the postseason. Hadn't really unveiled that a whole lot, but some girls in this lineup are capable of getting that bunt down.
Your offense has to be varied. You can't just stand up here and swing away every single time and try to mash everything. We got to make sure things are happening. Ready for 1-2, 1-1-2 to have a good at-bat here.
So Livy steps in, junior right fielder.
All-state, back-to-back years.
Takes a fastball for a strike, first pitch.
I feel like, now listen, you obviously have seen Livy bat much more than I have throughout the years. But I feel like when she's really swinging a hot bat, she's driving that ball to left center field. Ooh.
There's another nice one. She's there. Cats are cooking here in the bottom of the first with a little small ball. So Maya Drennan and Livy Warren back-to-back bunts for hits. And it brings up the hottest hitter on the planet, Sam Craig. Even when the Cats couldn't hit the other night, Sam was 3 for 4.
You know what's crazy is that kid's 3 for 4 and her batting average dropped. How crazy is that? It actually probably went up just a little bit. Do we have stats tonight? We not
no,
have
I didn't get
stats.
stats. Tonight was a crapshoot.
That's right. Let that music keep playing. Is that our guys next door? Is that my man Noah?
Noah has learned.
Listen, that's a veteran move by Noah next door. That's it. Let it go, my man. Let it go. Let it breathe a little bit.
So Sam Craig with a chance to get the Cats right back in this thing. Catawba Ridge let the infield in. I'd be careful with that, Copperheads. She will knock one right at you.
Yes, she will. Y'all play around with that stuff, you're liable to get one on the noggin.
Nice swing, just a little bit foul on the left side. We're already in 7th inning mode right here.
Well, this is a big moment. You said it earlier, right? Like this is, you don't have to score all 3 of them, but I mean, you do want to put some game pressure back on them. Bases loaded, nobody out, so we need to make something happen here. Come on, Sam.
Takes down. You know what I like about the bunting too is that's kind of sending a message to teams as we get into the playoffs that we will do that. So you want to kind of have teams thinking that's always a possibility. And then this is what happens. The infield comes in, you pop one over their head. I guess now he gives one 3 inches off the plate.
Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Feel like a hot mic here, everybody?
So 1 ball, 2 strikes to Sam. She gets on top of the plate like nobody's business with 2 strikes. Takes down. Ooh, buddy. You know you're locked in when you take that ball with 2 strikes.
Hey, if Sam says it's a ball, it's a ball.
It's like going to Chick-fil-A and getting the wrong order. It's what you were supposed to have.
That's right.
So you don't question it. You just take the chicken sandwich.
She about, listen.
Well, this is what she does. Now she's going to go inside out.
She is on top of the plate.
Look at that. Just like that. Gosh, she's so hot. Maya Drennan, get on your horse. Cats are cooking. Hottest hitter on the planet, stays hot. And it's 3-2.
Now, you know we're doing something with him, and then Malinauskas lays a bunt.
Lay one out in the bleachers in left center. If you're watching at home, I apologize here. We got a bad angle from the outfield. Mr. Umpire, there he goes. He's drifting a little bit, so he might have heard you hollering from your couch and your recliner.
Oh, no, get back.
Emma pops one out for the first out. Now brings up the secret weapon, Robin Craig. Robin, I think she had a hit or two against North Augusta as well, so the Craig girls
We need some good genetics right
swing
here.
the bat pretty well. Swing the bat.
Just a swinging. Isn't that Clarence Carter?
Once again, don't get paid for this.
Swinging. Not a professional. If you're tuning in from Catawba Ridge, we did not do the, we need to let him know that this is not our idea of a, what are we doing?
Stay there. She called it fair. Go, Robin. No, he called it fair. I don't know what it means when you hold your hand up. The ball landed on the plate. So to me, unless the ball hit her, that's a fair ball.
And she was never touched.
And I guarantee that we're going to have a conversation here, I'm sure, with the guy on the bases. It looks like we're not. Are we sticking with that call? Wow. All right, so the fortunate thing for Robin is, I mean, she didn't run, but the catcher thought it was foul too. She didn't throw it, so.
Or tag her.
So have we ever had 3 infield hits in one inning?
Ladies and gentlemen, I don't know what just happened, but we are not going to show that one again. See, that's a veteran home field advantage. You will never see that play on the highlight reel.
So bases loaded again, 1 out. Peyton Gantz. So this is a pitch she will throw. That changeup, Wildcats have got to be ready for early in the count.
I don't want to talk about what her preferences are on a broadcast, knowing that could be held against us in the court of law later on. So I'm just going to.
You two boys know not to go back and show that replay. Ball is down and in. But Peyton, go back to Sam Craig. If she isn't the Region Player of the Year, just
I mean, throw the award away.
Don't give that award out.
Just throw the award away.
Or state.
They ought to name the award after her, for crying out loud. She ought to be a finalist for the Gatorade Player of the Year. I mean, she's absolutely crushing the ball in every case. Bad pitching, good pitching, no pitching.
Look at Peyton Gantz! Get on your horse right here! Get in there! Cats are cooking and continue to cook.
Double deuce, young buck, first-year-old varsity. Moment's not too big. Let's go. It's 4-3.
And the Cats aren't done yet. We got second and third here with 1 out. And the Copperhead head coach here, this is Coach Mayak. Talked to him before the game. Nice guy. Taking a visit out to the circle. And Doc, let's reset here. Wildcats came out and we got a little worried there after that egg we laid against North Augusta. Give up a 3 spot at the top of the first, but what a response from the Cats.
And again, you're seeing across the board, timely hitting, laying down bunts, being smart, getting them guessing a little bit. Now they're a little bit, you know what I mean, like a little rattled.
I'm not going to put past a squeeze.
Hey, can we do some? Who's standing on third base right here?
That's
Libby?
That's Sam.
Sam was on first right here.
Yes.
Smart base running, avoided the baseball.
No, I'm sorry. That's Robin.
Robin, smart base running on first base, where she didn't panic, let the ball hit her and get an easy out. She was really smart right there. Avoided the ball. Woo! Here we go.
I would not put a push bunt past Coach Epps right here with Lexi Taylor. She steps in, step right out to first base, get this other run in.
And take the run.
Look at the third baseman. Look at I think she's expecting a bunt.
Come on, Lexi.
Push one out there to second. No. Up and away, ball 1. Cats being aggressive, but smartly back to the base.
That's good broadcasting, me going, Viewers really like to know that. Who do you think we have watching tonight? We got any?
We got Andy White checking in. He just texted me.
Andy
Coach White.
Where's he from? Is he in Indonesia again?
Andy's all over the place. He's lived in multiple states, multiple counties. I think he's back in the upstate now, back in God's country. Spent some time in Charleston, been in the Midlands.
Where was it last year, though? Wasn't it like Indonesia?
He was like in Japan or
New Zealand
Indonesia.
or something.
Andy, where were you last year? Text me.
Thailand.
I can't remember where
White
you were.
Lotus, Thailand.
He was watching at like 3 a.m. Indonesian time. There it is. Cats tried. Don't get it down. I saw that coming there. I thought that's a good move there, Coach Epps, trying to keep the pressure on.
You know, I'd do it again.
2 strikes here.
Yeah,
You got to be fair.
they wouldn't know it. They wouldn't expect it. You gotta have a lot of confidence in your senior to do that again. But
good take there. And that's something with this pitcher for Catawba Ridge. You got to lay off that high fastball, see that thing down. Here we go. Andy, where were you? Malaysia.
I knew it was someplace.
I knew
it was somewhere out there.
Most dedicated cat. He got dedicated cat fan of the year last year.
Of the century.
On her hands, pops up to first there. So we're going to bat around here in the first, and Elena Harry, don't put a line drive to left past Elena right here.
Well, you know what Elena also likes to do every now and then? I don't want to say it out loud.
I want to project a good bunt here.
What you got? Is that ribbons in her hair? Got a little pink out in her hair?
We got pink in the hair. We got pink socks. Nice
Drag
pink
that thing
jerseys.
down the first baseline, kid. Drag that thing down the first baseline. Come on, kid.
If she gets it down, she's on base.
Not that way, though.
Yeah, third baseman playing very close here, so that drag is going to be tough.
You got to put that thing down the first baseline.
I guess she wants to drag it.
Yeah, drag that thing.
So second, third, 2 outs, 2 top 5, 5A powers battling here in the Midlands. Takes up.
Yeah, good. Don't waste it, right? Don't waste it. Make it though you won.
Well, that's a hard pitch to bunt. Something down below your numbers. Elena's a pro. She's done this many times.
I tell you, that third baseman, sorry about that, man. If that third baseman charges in, she's liable to butt it right past her.
That was a good pitch here on the outside corner. So Cats don't want to leave 2 here, but Elena will flip it around and go to the right side. I want to apologize tonight. We won't have any special guests. Second inning, we just kind of piecemeal this together. But look forward to some good special guests when we get to the playoffs. Nice job by Elena fighting that pitch off. Coach Epps providing encouragement to her senior left fielder. Elena's been here, done that, so this moment not too big for her. Takes up.
I like that.
So Elena, run this thing full. We got our leadoff hitter on deck. Deuces up across the board. Really a playoff atmosphere here at Wildcat Field tonight.
You hear the girls,
Don't you call that a strike.
That was high.
You know we're in playoff mode when I'm talking to the umpire.
Come on, that was high. That was, if you thought that was even borderline.
Look, when we're back in the, what's our tournament called? The Varsity Blues.
Varsity Blues.
I'm not talking to the umpire. In this game and moving forward, we're having conversations. Nice change up there, good pitch. So Wildcats bounce back, put 4 on the board, and we got a ball game. 4-3 Cats. And we're back here, the top of the second. Cats bounce back, put 4 on the board, and we got a new ball game. 4-3. A lot of respect here. A lot of friends on these two teams. Play together during the summer, during the fall. And this thing is far from over, for sure. Leading off for the Copperheads, number 19, Charlie Burney. There's a good pitch, 1-1 to count. Both ways, Blue. You may have heard that on the come through the mic, so even the fans are into this thing early. Doc had to run, get him something to drink. He's already parched up here after that first inning. 2-1. There's a good pitch from Haley. 2-2 to count.
Yeah, I'd like to give a shout out to the Lexington High School ladies lacrosse team. They smoked the River Bluff Gators last night, a whole bunch to not much, and they are headed to the state championship this weekend.
State championship bound. There's the ball popped up, count stays even. We even got some Wildcats with pink hair, so a couple Cats have really bought into this pink out. Hope that comes out easily. I don't know, that looks like a...
It's going to be one of those things that you're going to end up on your pillow later tonight, I'm afraid.
or on your mom's white couch.
Ooh, I like that.
Count runs full.
Sometimes a screwball turns into a rise ball. It ended up being a little bit of a rise ball, but I think she meant for that to be a screwball.
Need to get leadoff hitter here and not give me kind of hope. Get back in that dugout. Top of the order back up for the Wildcats next inning.
Oh! Well, he likes the low pitch.
Wow, I'd already kind of chalked that up as a walk, Doc.
Me too. Hey, let's not say that. That's we got to give good vibes. My man rung her up.
Good mojo.
Got the mojo. He likes the low pitch. Again, I'd like to apologize for our Catawba Ridge fans that are tuning in tonight to watch the game. You are not going to get an unbiased broadcast.
There's a good strike on the outside corner. Well, yeah, much respect, though, for the Copperhead. Hey, listen, you win back-to-back state champions,
you get a lot of respect.
And you're undefeated right now.
And they are a steam-rolling machine right now. They are doing great.
Hopefully we do have some folks watching from the Fort Mill area. Glad we could do this. Once again, I say we, like we do anything. But
well, we're the talent of this whole thing. Everybody else. Oh, I like that. That was a good
Brant
pitch.
Taylor and the
nice job by Peyton Gauntz there by framing that pitch too. On top of that,
Brant Taylor and the protege, the chosen one, Eric Peter,
the chosen one,
providing high quality
H2O and entertainment. Ooh.
That's a good
pitch. I almost thought he rung her up. He gave that to Sam. He gave that 3 inches off the plate to Sam.
I think you might have seen some Copperheads on the field if, from the stands. 2-2, count even.
The Copperhead is a mean snake. Sometimes they chase after you.
Yeah.
Got to give Haley Mance a ton of credit here. Just keeps battling.
I wonder if there are a lot of Copperheads in the Fort Mill area. Is that like a hotbed for Copperheads? That's a good pitch right there. Oh, wow. Unbelievable. Drops one in right in no man's land for a double. So runner on second for the top of the lineup for the Copperheads. Goodness gracious. Couldn't have placed it any better.
Well, just a little positive mojo here. We do have Paul Rouillard checking in.
Why wouldn't he?
I mean, he's enjoying the game and a beverage of his choice.
open invitation when you have the press box row named after you, of course. Anytime he wants to stop in, he's welcome.
He's like press box emeritus. You know how colleges have professor emeritus?
Good pitch there, Haley, outside corner.
You know, they have professor emeritus or president emeritus, those kinds of things.
So run on second here, 1 out in the top of the second. I feel like we're in the 5th. 1-1 to count.
That's not a bad pitch. I heard
Haley's,
somebody there say not a bad pitch.
Haley come out pitching much better this inning. Really a tough luck double there. Couldn't ask for a better pitch on that full count offering. There we go. Popped up out to the left. She tags. Laney makes the play for out number 2. So good job there from Haley. And this is, I'm going to tell you right now, this 2-3-4. This is Murderer's Row.
As good as they come right here for Copperhead. You think they play
Copperheads.
Copperhead Road? Like, that'd be my school song if I were them. Little Steve Earle. Granddaddy only came to town about twice a year.
Yeah. Well, you got first base open, but you got stud right behind.
I think you pitch
Right
to him
behind
right here,
Yates.
right? You just got to pitch to him.
Yes.
You got to pitch to them and see what they got. There's not enough bases out there to avoid all those kids.
Well, you win. I mean, that's when you win back-to-back and on the track for a 3rd state title. Typically you have decent
Got her.
players.
Oh no, golly, that was good. Sorry.
Good base running there from Harris.
In full transparency to the audience, I try not to cheer while the game is actually taking place.
Well, that's just
We're trying to raise the level of professionalism that we don't have to begin with, but it's an important element.
We'll get there. Bounce on it.
Got
Nice play from the Cats. What defense there to close out the second. Cats defense showing up tonight in a big way there. We go to the bottom of the second, 4-3 Lexington. So, Doc, I'm going to make you my special guest here in the second inning. When you think playoff softball, what's the difference there between playoff and regular season? What's the differentiator that comes into play?
I think there's an expectation when you're at Lexington High School that it's not just about us winning, it's how we win, right? I mean, that's what comes with expectations for a program of this caliber. I bet you Catawba Ridge also deals with some of those same expectations, where it's not just about beating a team, you got to really beat a team. When you go to the playoffs, if you win 3-2 or 10-0, it doesn't matter, you're moving on to the next one.
That's right. Just
You
find a
lose
way.
that whole beauty, contest
Beauty
thing.
pageant. Peyton Melanoskis will lead us off. She walked her first at bat. And we talk a lot about the year Sam's having, but Peyton having a banner year herself in that leadoff spot.
She is indeed. And I just want to say to third base, my thoughts and prayers are with you. You are creeping up,
She's
and
wearing
I'm
a
just not
mask.
sure you understand.
She's wearing a mask. That's good.
Let me tell you, that scared me right there. I thought I called it there for a second. I mean, I'm just telling you. I hope you have cat-like reflexes, young lady. Because if she decides to swing at it, that could be something.
Count evens at 1. Peyton known for that line drive backside. That's really her sweet spot. Takes out 2-1. I love the pink jerseys, but I got to say the blue helmet, the pink jersey, the teal cleats. There's a lot going on right there.
A lot going on. And the Carolina blue bat. Is that what I'm seeing too? A lot happening. A lot of. And they're all. Oh, all different shades.
There we go, 3-1. So Peyton is locked in and knows her job here. What's her job, Doc?
Get on base.
Get on base.
It doesn't matter by any means necessary. Get on base.
And her getting on base in the first inning really triggered that 4-run first we had.
Right there. Go, 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 go. Just missed that one.
Yeah.
Off the
Change up.
end of the bat.
Change up. Maya Drenna steps in, so I guarantee you're going to see a third base. She's ready this time. I mean, can we just do a little, like a, pop that thing over her head?
I'm not sure how it works.
Like throw a fade?
I mean, if you have a slap, if you slap her, there's a big hole right there. You just, the same thing that girl did last inning.
Just drop one over her head right there. Maya takes up.
I think maybe that's one you just.
I think both these pitchers kind of off early, which, you know, it's been a long season. Haley locked in that last inning, pitched a lot better, but definitely capitalizing both sides on some walks early in this game, both teams.
These two teams are too good to give too many chances. You know what I mean? I mean, if you don't walk yourself in trouble, make the other team hit it. If they want to get on base, they get on base. They're going to score runs, they're going to score runs, but don't put yourself in trouble.
Count evens at 1. Smells like Burger King up here. Somebody got a Whopper?
Whopper Jr.
Must be coming from the canteen. We cooking hamburgers tonight?
We are not. I could confirm.
1-2. Count to Maya. There was that changeup we've talked about.
She's working. She's throwing that changeup. We may get a steady diet of it here in a minute if we can't hit it. Shout out to our canteen workers.
It's a collective effort from the Wildcat faithful, taking their turns in the canteen. That's something I want to say. Like if any of you listening ever design a softball stadium or a baseball stadium, you really should think about designing it where if you're in the canteen, you can see the game. You know, that's something that I think Chapin maybe has that. Chapin has it.
They do.
But that for those canteen workers, that's nice to be able to see the game as you're working in the canteen.
Or you got to build in a live stream option. You know, a little CCTV kind of deal where you got this closed circuit TV right there. You can watch the game. Because those M&Ms don't sell themselves.
No.
That processed cheese does not sell itself.
2-2 to count to Maya. So in about 20 or 30 years, whenever this thing gets rebuilt, keep that in mind.
Greg Little Stadium. I like how that sounds.
Write the check.
Little Field. Yeah, man, it just rolls off the tongue.
How about no wind tonight whatsoever? Nice at bat from Maya right here. Full count. Yeah, Maya.
Likes this number 2 spot.
She likes this number 2 spot and really has had some good at bats here the last few games as we head into May.
Or Maya.
You know what you can't spell Maya without? You can't spell
M-A-Y.
Maya without May. There we go. Nice. Oh, my
Oh,
gosh.
no way.
Wow.
No way.
Yeah, she had to reach. I mean, it's one thing if you're set up out there and you hit your spot, but the catcher has to reach for it. You really shouldn't get that call.
Look, I can live with a lot of things. That was terrible. Hey, give credit. You got to give credit where credit's due. Their catcher earns multiple strikes. The second time we've seen her this year, she did the same thing up in the Charlotte area, wherever you call that place up there, Fort Mill.
Off the head, so Libby's going to be on first. All right, so expect to see some movement here. We got a good catcher with a good arm, but Livy has swiped some bases in her career, and a runner
Sneaky athletic, I think is what we call her.
A runner in scoring position with this. Well, actually, you might take the bat out of her hands if you do, but
I'd say hit and run right here, yeah?
Yeah, something.
I mean, if you're going to hit and run with this one.
You're going to see it early. She was off. That was a hit and run. And something I don't mind here, if Livy does get thrown out, you got Sam leading
Still coming back. Yeah, that's right.
Leading off the next inning.
Be aggressive here. Be aggressive. You never know which run it's going to be.
Two outs. Livy was moving on that pitch. She's gone again. And she's in there. Livy swipes it. So number 12 shows him wheels she got from her mama. Didn't get him from me.
They call it a strike? Was that a strike?
I don't know. I was watching the stolen base.
Oh my gosh.
Is this,
Come on, Blue.
Does this guy live in Fort Mill? What's his
I'm telling
address?
you, I don't know what that is up there. Is it 704?
Does he live up by the Catawba River? You ride the bus down here?
I mean, golly, knows. Not his. Listen, we all have. Nobody's perfect here. He's just had himself a tough.
Listen,
inning.
that's beautiful country up there. You know, great. A lot of development up in that area, but
Oh my gosh.
really shouldn't bring the umpires down here from Fort Mill.
I mean, I guess everybody else is living up there, but he might as well live up there too.
Takes up 1 and 2. You know, sometimes I've hoped they don't go back and watch these live streams. Do they? Do they go back and critique themselves? And they're
Oh
like,
my
who
gosh.
are these guys talking? Golly. All right, what's the count? 1 and 2. Runner in scoring position for the hottest hitter on the planet. Samantha Craig, and she stays alive. I can guarantee you 12 is scoring on a hit, or she's going to give it her best effort.
Oh, green light Lori out there is
Left turn.
Lori is gonna send her. Anything here, she's scoring unless it's an infield hit.
Sam's got her dialed up. Boom, there it is. And as a hitter, I mean, that's so frustrating as a pitcher when you just keep fouling off those good pitches.
Listen, everybody has had good at-bats here. Just to be clear, Peyton had a good at-bat. Maya had a good at-bat. Obviously, Livy's on base. Sam Craig, another quality at-bat. Regardless of the outcome here. Probably going to see this change up here, though, in a second.
Don't you do it. 2-2.
Oh, the Catawba Ridge faithful.
He might have got a personal escort back to Fort Mill if he'd have rang her up on that
I
one.
mean, I bet they would reduce his impact fees. He doesn't have to pay them.
Yeah, don't bring those down here. Actually, we might need them.
That's a changeup right
Another
there.
good pitch. Like, that's one you don't want to
Good
take.
job.
You don't want to take,
take that one.
But then again, you don't want to. You can't really hit it, but you just fight it off.
Fight it off. Live to see another pitch.
Getting my steps up here in the press box and back and forth over and over again. 2-2. What a battle here. What a battle. This is a playoff battle right here. Get a bounce. Get a bounce. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Get down, get down, get down.
There we go.
Manufacturing runs.
Listen, even when she hits one, even when she hits one ground ball, she's on base. I mean, we are living right. She is living right. Cats played another one, 5-3.
How big is that? Livy gets on base, with nobody on, 2 out. She gets on base. Still second. And makes it around. Scores from second base on an infield hit. So I said I didn't think she would score on an infield hit. She sure did.
So it brings up Peyton. That ball's got to be up. Is that a strike, Doc?
I can't tell from here. He's
Can
called
we
it
get
a lot.
replay? Maybe not. I don't want to mess this thing up.
We go try a replay. The whole system shuts down.
That's kind of like trying to reset the scoreboard. We don't want to do that.
I'd love to see Emma Melanauskas hit a big.
Come
ball
on,
here.
Emma. We
Come
got
on,
run on
kids.
second here. We got.
You need to start swinging like you
run
mean
on
it.
first. 2 outs. She takes up. Look at Sam Craig. I mean, if you're going to call her out, call her out. Don't take 20 seconds to do it. So Sam found a second, but we played another one. 5-3, we go to the third. So we're back here, and Coach Curtis is on the field. Is he providing a map of the strike zone? What's he providing?
I'm not sure what's happening here.
We got a notebook out.
Hopefully the check didn't bounce. When you see another one of those high strikes, he's probably going to have a hard time.
Direct deposit. No checks bouncing. All right, so Cats do play another one, Doc. Like you said, I mean, 2 outs. Those runs come back to help you in the end.
Sure does.
Those runs mean something when you can plate those 2-out runs.
Well, and not only that, really, in an inning where you only scored 1 run and only had 1 base runner, I felt like their pitcher pitched a lot of pitches that inning. Like she spent a lot of time pitching. If this thing goes 6 and 7 innings, those are the types of things also that'll help the Cats later on. Kind of bank those, you know what I mean?
Sarah Rochelo steps in.
Did she end it last time?
No, the next one did. She is the center fielder. I believe she's a Clemson commit. Is she a commit, or we got in trouble last year? Calling them commits versus
maybe not
signees.
recruit. I'm not sure.
Yeah, we called somebody a signee last year.
Called the Charleston shortstop. I think we called her. Somerville.
Yeah,
we said College of Charleston, and maybe that was not the right one.
Her dad got mad because we said that she had. We won't say who. But Dad got mad because
it was Somerville.
We said she had signed. And I think, I think our response to him was, what if we say she's actually ineligible? Like she failed geometry, she failed U.S. history. She shouldn't even be playing.
Hey, let me tell you something. You do not want to come up here bringing us suggestions about what we should and shouldn't be saying on the air. The only person who gets to do that is Coach Epps. Everybody else,
we had. I
your
think
opinion
I may have
is
mentioned
immaterial.
this. I may have mentioned this. We had a suggestion box one year when I was at Gilbert High School, and I had worked there 4 or 5 years until I realized that nobody knew where the key was to it. So that suggestion box sat in the office, and we just walked the leadoff batter. So right back in the throes of battle. Runner on first here, no outs for. This is the girl that walked us off, Doc. Kendra Murray, first baseman, another tall. What they feed him up there?
I don't know.
Tall. Lanky.
I'm not sure. Look at that girl on first, ready to go. There she's off and running.
Look at God. Still second. Makes it there. Almost took one off the noggin. Sun is setting. Beautiful night here in Lexington. As the Cats and Copperheads close out the regular season, both these teams will be in the playoffs, high seeds. Probably have a bye the first round of playoffs. There's about the left, but Laney tracks that. And heads up base running. We're not the only ones that make good base running moves. That's a nice play there from Rochelo.
Well, I think the key there is you got to come forward into that ball so your left fielder's coming up throwing hard. Really smart base running there by the Copperheads.
Just expect that. Expect that.
Would you say they slithered it to third base?
Slithered, crawled. Kovacs.
She's the catcher?
She's the catcher. Really good player. Actually will play on Libby's summer team this summer. They're friends. She's a USC Upstate commit.
Who are they, the upstate?
Spartans, I think, right?
Spartans.
If we can get this kind of weather throughout the playoffs, I'll be a happy, happy man.
Sign me up. I'm afraid we're going to turn hot here before too long.
There's a nice pitch from Haley Mans. I tell you what, as good of a player as Rochelo is, she's also smart. She's learned not to drift too far down that third baseline with Peyton Gantz behind the plate. That was a very short secondary.
Okay.
Haley locks in here. Good pitch share. Count goes to 1-2.
Let's see if she can get one back for herself right here.
Cats will be 5, 6, 7 in the bottom of the inning. 1 ball, 2 strikes to Mia.
Just because you jump out of the way does not mean it's not a strike. Oh, gone. That was probably a little inside.
In an effort to secure another big-time sponsor, did you know that the same architect, Jumper Carter Cease, that designed River Bluff High School, also designed Catawba Ridge High School?
I did know that. They were it's a River Bluff knockoff, I guess.
Not sure I'd phrase it that way. Count runs full to the catcher. Ball's foul.
I'm just kidding.
So we can expect that $1,000 check from Joel and Todd. Sponsorship coming on in sometime. No, beautiful school.
It was a gorgeous. I like their stadium too. It was, or their field rather. It's really nice.
There's a nice pitch from Haley Mans. Great job, Haley. Gets the catcher to pop up for out number 2. I just hope we don't see it in the headlines tomorrow in the Catawba Times. River Bluff's knockoff takes down the Wildcats.
This is all in good fun, folks. Let me tell you something.
Well, speaking of good fun, we got a chance to have some good fun here and get out of this inning with no runs. It's 2 outs to the shortstop, Kirsten Reynolds. Swing and a miss, strike 1.
I do want to say congratulations to Fort Mill Superintendent Chuck Epps, retiring this year after an incredible educational career. One of my good friends and one of the all-time great guys. Fantastic superintendent, but an even better person.
Any relation to Coach Epps?
I can't speak to that at all, but I'm also hoping when I say nice things about Coach Epps, no one will be as mad about me calling the Catawba Ridge a River Bluff knockoff a minute ago. But Chuck Epps really is a fantastic fellow. He will be missed. He's been a part of that community for a long time.
There we go, Haley Mans. Pitched out of some trouble.
That looked a little.
I didn't want to get too excited too early. Normally, fly balls to center field, it's a done deal, but nice play there from our center fielder. We go to the bottom of the third, 5-3 Cats.
Peyton Malinowskis, senior. Naomi Little, freshman.
Maya Drennan, junior.
I'd say the funniest thing that happened to me during a game was when I was going to slide into home, but there was a bat in the way, so I tried to jump over it, and I ended up doing the splits at home.
Probably slipping on the mound.
When I was catching in the bullpen and my pitcher fell 2 times on the mound.
If I could travel anywhere in the world, I would probably go to Italy.
Probably Hawaii.
Australia.
My favorite TV show is probably Full House.
Mulan.
Spider-Man Homecoming.
I have 3 dogs.
1 dog and 2 cats.
I have a dog named Poppy.
So, does it help? Let me ask you a question. Does it help a batter where you were the last person, the last inning, So you're coming right back up.
When the count's 0-2, yes. There's nothing that made you happier. Strike one. There's nothing that made you happier as a batter than, let's say you had 2 strikes, no balls, and they still second get thrown out, and you get you're like, all right, start this thing over.
Start this thing over again. Another good changeup. We're going to get a healthy dose of that changeup.
Now the opposite of that is when it's like 2-0. That happens. Maybe not quite excited. Got a little. I think that the Cats have their signals, Doc. We're switching out the pitch calling cards. Maybe the Cats were onto something.
I don't know. I felt like we would have tattooed that changeup more if we were on to something.
If we known it was coming.
You got like Altuve out there with his.
Well, we do have that one high-def camera zoomed in really tightly on that pitcher's wristband.
That's right.
That we're able to kind of relay down to our dugout.
That's right.
In certain
We
situations.
have a very extensive sign-stealing network.
It's blocked short. Reynolds makes the play for out number 1.
You know, our umpire, very deliberate with his calls in the field.
Well, there's nothing wrong with that as long as you get them right. You don't want to be deliberate and miss it.
True. There's Kaylee Little bring me a hat. You know, I don't think about the headphones messing up my hair, but I don't have much of it, but I do like to take care of it, so I'm going to wear a hat for the rest of the evening.
Robin Craig steps in. Remember, Robin had that infield single, scored a run.
She hit a single that did not go 6 inches in front of the plate.
It actually stopped on the plate.
It just stopped
on the plate.
Dad yelling at hit the ball. That's good advice.
Good encouragement.
Thank you, Kaylee.
No balls, much right. Takes out. Mr. Rob Craig spent last weekend at the Auburn baseball field. Showed me some pictures. Beautiful, beautiful stadium there. Former Auburn Tiger himself.
I think once you're an Auburn Tiger, you're always an Auburn Tiger. You know how that works down there in Alabama?
1-1. We were watching that 30 for 30 on Roll Bama and Auburn, and McElroy said, if you're from Alabama, if you pull for Alabama, Auburn hates you. You pull for Auburn, Alabama hates you. If you don't pull for either one of them, he said everybody hates you. Is that how it is? Well, I guess you got more options than
I guess
North
you got more options in North Carolina. You got to remember, growing up, you had Tobacco Road, Wake Forest, North Carolina, NC State,
UNC Wilmington,
Duke. Sorry.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
That just comes naturally. Sorry, I don't mean to.
I guess what else is there in Alabama other than Auburn and Alabama? Troy. Swing and a miss, strike.
That's a nasty pitch.
So 2 quick outs here in the third. Brings up Peyton Gotts. Big knock in the first inning for Peyton. You know, Peyton's one of those batters, even when maybe she's not hitting, you always feel confident with Peyton in the box.
I tell you, she's one of these young Wildcats that have brought their game to the table, that have really worked hard. You can tell she's worked hard all season, and is shaping, really rounding into shape. And this is when you want to be playing your best. You know, we talked about this 100 times probably last year, but we weren't playing our best early in the season last year, and then, got to the playoffs and got moving. And that's the kind of girl you want playing right now.
Tough pitch here.
Let that go, kid. That's one of those that even if you hit it, what are you going to do with it, Her daddy's going to tell her about that later, I guarantee it. He's recording. So you think he watches it back from us, or you think he watches his own recording there with his phone?
Adds his own commentary. There's a nice ball, just going to be foul, but good wood on that one. So 1 ball, 2 strikes here, 2 outs. Third, Cats leading 5-3 in this top 5 matchup. Swing and miss, so Cats go down harmlessly in the third, and we go to the fourth, 5-3.
My name is Livy Warren, and I'm a junior. My name is Sam Craig, and I'm a senior. Haley Mans. My favorite type of music is country music. Country. Probably country. Most people don't know that I have 2 Nigerian dwarf goats at my house. I'm in law enforcement class at LTC. I have horses. The thing about playing softball are the memories I've made and the people I play with. Be with my friends, to hang out with my friends every day. I play outfield because it's really fun to go catch pop flies and you have to be pretty fast. I play shortstop and because I'm like really athletic, I guess. Pitcher because I like having all the action.
So, Doc, this game here, you know, we're winning 5-3. Of course, a long way to go, but I feel like, you know, we lost that game Monday, and you bounce back, you win this one. I don't think you drop in the rankings. It's like when it's like basketball, you lose one you shouldn't lose. You come back and you beat the #1 team in the country. You ain't dropping.
You ain't dropping in the rankings because you chalk it up, you move. You know what I mean? About where you are. I do like Closer I Am to Find right here. I went to the doctor. I went to the mountain.
Fourth in we go. Copperheads lead off with a hit. Golly. That was Peyton Beto.
Like Beethoven without the Vin.
That's right. Charlie Burney, strikeout victim, her first at bat, steps in. That's a nice pitch from Haley. So Copperheads, I don't feel like they're going to give up here and throw in the towel.
No, I don't either. We, you know, just like when we were losing 3-0, we said there's a lot of softball to be played. You know, we still have more than half this game.
Oh, that's a nice bunt. Lays the bunt down, gets on base. Cats in a heap of trouble now. First and second, no outs.
Heap of trouble is a good description for it. They are not closer to find.
Alani.
That was a song that was playing just a minute ago. That was a callback.
They're going to keep bunting, Doc. Alani Huggins. Something Cats got to keep working on it. Bunt defense and something. Yeah, that's hard. That was a good bunt. Got a tough angle there from the catcher making that throw.
Got to make the play.
Yeah, got to make the play. I like that pitch. 1 ball, 1 strike.
I heard a coming from somebody.
Rob liked it.
I think Rob liked it.
You know, Rob, he disagrees when he pauses putting it on the board. There's like a delay before he pick it up. Foul ball. Good job there. 2 strikes. We'll see if the Copperheads risk the bunt here with 2 strikes. You know, you lay one down foul, you're out.
Never understood that. That was always why can't you just bunt anytime?
Well, it's just you got to make it hard.
That's true.
Takes it up. Peyton's thinking about it. Be careful getting off that base too far out there. 2-2 the count. Cats in a big spot here. Need to get this out and really keep those runners right where they are on first and second. Strikeout would be nice.
Tag it. We'll take it. He's called that fair.
Did he really?
He did indeed.
League. Okay, so maybe he's not from Fort Mill.
People in Fort Mill are maybe asking right now, what's his, what year did he graduate?
So back to the top of the lineup.
He's going to be
okay,
part of
right.
that.
I'm not breathing a sigh of relief because we got the top of the lineup here. First and second, one out.
Good job by Emma.
Yeah, play it. You never know. You never know what the umpire's going to call. Don't take the game out of your hands. You make the play and let them make the call. Emma's telling him, hey, it was fair, coach. Look at it. She's saying it's fair, coach.
Clearly fair,
it's
coach.
Fair, coach.
And she's still talking to him. I like that. Look.
Takes down. Count goes to 1-1.
All right, so we want to find out from Chuck what Emma says to the coach, third base.
I don't think she'd mind giving him a little lip.
I don't either.
So first and second.
In between guzzles of black coffee.
There's a nice pitch right there. I'm going to clap for you on that one, Haley.
Come
nice
on.
spot. So I said that was a big out before. This is a huge out. First and second, one out. B.G. Yates on deck. Had an F7 from Jaden her last at bat, so Elena's out there, readies herself. Swing and a miss.
Oh, no. Got her.
We got her though! We got her though! Let's go Cats! That's out number 3. Let's go hit. Cats lead 5-3.
My name is Elena Harry, and I'm a senior.
Elena Markstown, I'm a senior.
My biggest strength is probably my speed.
My base.
To win the region and win state.
Win state.
Probably doing my hair the same.
Doing my hair the same.
My biggest pet peeve is long pants.
Loud chewing.
So I saw the Catawba Ridge coach walk by the umpire at home and said that's 2. So I feel like we had 2 that we didn't like. Is that we're even? All right, let's play ball.
Let's now play ball. Got a little Eric Church playing. You know where Eric Church went to high school?
I don't.
South Caldwell High School, Caldwell County, North Carolina, just in the shadow of Boone, North Carolina, and Appalachia State, where he later matriculated.
The Appalachia.
No, we don't call it that.
You don't?
No, it's Appalachian.
Okay.
Not Appalachian. It's Appalachian. Okay. Listeners, if you want to, that's really an important part of being from North Carolina. It's Latchin.
Lexi Taylor will step in, senior first baseman.
LT. You know, if I were Lexi, I'd have been 56.
I knew you were about to say that. Did you hear that the guy that
Oh,
Abdul
yeah.
Carter, the Giants drafted?
Yeah.
He said he asked LT, could I have 56? LT
No.
said,
No.
I think that was retired. Go get you
No.
another one.
Go chase your own stuff. Hey. Oh, what are we doing? Wear that one, kid.
Yeah, I think LT said, yeah.
Yeah, but this generation's so entitled. What do you think he would? I mean, calling Lawrence Taylor one of the all-timers, like not just best linebacker. He's literally one of the best football players to ever play, ever, regardless of position.
Yeah, I agree. Watch the tape. Watch YouTube. 1-1 to count.
Also a Tar Heel.
That's right.
Now, that's just coincidence. I didn't start that to make a Tar Heel reference, but he is a Tar Heel. I would argue that Tar Heels have the best trifecta of any 3 athletes in history.
Can we go back and just maybe watch a few of those clips, and then we'll get back to the game? Like some left tackle from Wake Forest, who's now probably like a pharmacist or something, trying to block him.
Oh, no way. I'll tell you, I always think when those professional football players are playing on Sunday, I think at one point they were a high schooler. Yeah. And can you imagine the kid that's sitting there in Algebra 2, you know what I mean, and knowing that he's got to go out that afternoon and block Julius Peppers or Lawrence Taylor.
Yeah. Tough assignments. So at 1 out here in the 4th, Doc, I don't feel like 5's going to win it.
Well, I mean, we could talk about the winning score. I think you're probably going to need 7 or 8 is probably the number.
So the Catawba Ridge Copperheads have really taken the bunt away unless Elena can really, drag one, which you don't see her do a whole lot, but she can. Athletic, talented, smart, hit it where they ain't, bunt it where they ain't.
Future Maverick. Oh, yeah. Oh,
She tried. Just push.
God.
You need a little more of that. I feel like those, you think that you really want to bunt it out a little bit, but honestly, those ones right in front of the plate are tough. Because of that
they're
angle,
spinning, too.
Because of that angle the catcher has to get to make that throw, and then the more you try to get to the angle you need, that's a short, that's 60 feet. They're getting down the line. Tries to bunt it again, unsuccessful. So 2 quick outs. Cats need to get something brewing here in the 4th. Peyton walk and a ground out to second, her 2 at bats. Third baseman didn't drift in and make 2 outs. Not quite as worried about the bunt here.
close.
So 1, 2, 3 Cats go harmlessly down in the 4th. We go to the 5th, 5-3.
Leland Jr. Peyton, I'm a sophomore. My favorite pregame meal is Groucho's. My walk-up song is by Big X the Plug. I Like It by Cardi B. If I had a superpower, it would be to be invisible or to teleport. To fly so I can get where I'm going faster. My favorite thing to do on a day off is relax or hang out with my friends. Hang out with my friends and family.
You know, I know we're Wildcats here, very biased in this broadcast, but, we talked about this 2, 3, 4 here for Catawba being Murderers Row. How about Rattlers Row? I know they're the Copperheads.
Are we giving them material?
Oh, they're not the Rattlers.
They're Copperheads don't have rattlers. So they'd be like the Camouflage Row.
Copperhead Row.
Copperhead Road. Okay, I'm telling you, Copperhead Road, man. That is a great song. Steve Earle.
BG Yates will step in. BG is the right fielder. Oh, there we go. Here we go. Look at Haley Mans. Look at that. Kick save and a beauty.
I mean, what a great play by Haley just to kick it over to Maya. Smart.
Kick, save, and a beauty. Haley Mans is not immune to taking line drives off the feet in April and May.
I'm telling you, that girl from Burns, we should have a most wanted photo of her up here.
Haley should wear the bullseye jersey whenever we play Burns. Hopefully we'll play him in the playoffs. So now, don't breathe a sigh of relief, Cat Nation. We got Sarah Rochelo. F9 and a walk, her 2 plate appearances.
I'll tell you that when she walked, she was taking second base no matter what. She was daring us to throw her out, and very quick first step towards second base.
There's a hit out the left. So Rochelo gets her first hit of the night. If you're going to give her anything, singles are good. Now, Kendra Murray
Also want to tell you about, I just saw that young lady with a lacrosse shirt on. The girls that were sitting on the bench yesterday for the lacrosse team,
Throw her out.
they had the most creative goal celebrations that I've ever seen. There were probably 6 or 7 of them. Each goal celebration was choreographed. Perfect. They did bowling. They rolled a girl up. She went tumbling over, knocked down the bowling pins.
Come on, make a play right here, Maya. There we go. There we go. Nice job right there. Sorry, Doc.
No, listen, that's all. I'm trying to release the tension just a little bit here. They had another time they were rowing, like they were all doing a boat. Then the one girl was been over doing a bench press using. It was really, really entertaining. In fact, we started watching the bench every time there was a goal score because we wanted to see what they were going to do next.
Well, let's be the next thing we see out 3 here.
Do it.
We're going to see some movement here, and I'm putting my money on Peyton Yachts. Is there such thing as a quick pitch in softball? Can you quick pitch?
You don't think you can?
Because now would be the time to do it.
Well, technically, she could walk up right now and go. I do think you have to get set. I don't think you can walk up. You got to present the ball.
Yeah, nice pitch. How about the respect, though, for our sophomore catcher here that, I mean, she hadn't attempted to go yet. I mean, I would think any other situation, you'd have seen Rochelo rolling already. How about the bunt attempt there? 2 strikes. So 1 ball, 2 strikes, big spot here.
Let's go 7.
Haley Mans pitching really well since that first inning.
Both pitchers have settled down nicely here.
Tremendously, yeah. I mean, 1 run in the last 4 innings. Good spot there from Haley trying to get the catcher to chase. 2-2 the count. Wildcat outfield playing straight up. No wind. Something in the air would be nice. Pop fly or even better, a strikeout here with 2 strikes.
Got her.
Mia stays alive. God, I love the competitiveness. You can just feel it out there. Just girls are locked in everywhere across the field. Batter, catcher, pitcher, defense, coaches, announcers.
I mean, different level right here. You want to talk about the difference between regular season and postseason? Here it is. We're standing up, hands on the countertop here.
There we go. Oh, God, was that not a strike? Gee whiz. Full count. Good throw there from Peyton. Sam a little late getting to the base.
Yeah.
So hit here may score. I know that Rochelo, I'm sure, has some good wheels.
I bet she can.
She can roll.
Roll.
Base open, but you got a chance to get out of this thing right here. You know, don't give in. Make her chase something off the plate. Get foul. Get foul. Get foul.
Ooh, a little sarcastic, hey, it's fair coming from the stands.
Coming from the Copperheads.
Ooh, a little, you know, a Bronx cheer, they like to call that kind of thing. Hey, it's fair. That sounded just a little sarcastic. I've been listening.
I like it. I mean, I like
it's tough. Good for them.
All right, so we'll replay that. Full count, 2 outs.
Yep.
That's all right.
Yeah,
that's all right.
Let's
So full count for Kirsten Reynolds, 1 for 2 tonight.
What we didn't get to talk about because we didn't broadcast the last game, though, there were a couple of innings that really could have gone the other way. I think we could have won that last game. This was one of them, right? They had nobody on, 2 outs, and the next thing you know, they were scoring 3 or 4 runs. So 2 outs, I don't care where you are in their lineup, they are a dangerous, dangerous bunch. This is a big moment of the game here to get off the field out of the 5th inning.
Oh, Libby makes a valiant effort. Foul ball. Got a good jump on that ball. I thought she had no chance, and darn, almost got to her.
That's Olivia Warren special right there. She loves making that diving catch. I've told you before, and I'll tell you again, I'm not afraid to say it. That's the best right fielder in the state. You give me 1-2, you take the rest of them. I think I'll be in pretty good shape.
Speaking of 1-2, she puts it away right on cue, Doc. Right on cue for 1-2, and the Cats survive there. We go to the bottom of the fifth, 5-3 Lexington.
And we are back. We're going to hold down solo duties here for just a couple more minutes. We are in the bottom of the fifth inning. 2-3-4 up in the order. Maya Drennan has had a very good night tonight. Some very quality at-bats. If I were Matt Warren, I would actually write all this stuff down, but I'm not, so I just like to wing it.
Bottom of the fifth we are. Maya Drennan leading us off here. Fouls one back there for strike one. Doc, you said it earlier, and I've said it too. I feel like we need a couple more. I feel a lot better with a 7 or 8 up there.
Oh, I'm telling you, I feel like 7's going to be the number. Let's go ahead and get there.
Maya, Cats showing something tonight with these bunts. Nice hustle there from the catcher.
Is that Carolina Hurricanes hat yours?
Yeah, that's my brother, Dre.
That's
there.
what I thought so.
He's a Hurricane guy. He's a hockey guy.
Hockey guy. Huge win last night for the Canes. Came back in, as I said earlier, down 3-0 in the first period. Came back to win in double overtime. Kept me up last night till 11:30. That's hard on a body.
Two strikes.
Midweek.
I'm going to tell you, the last time I watched a complete start to finish hockey game, Maya Drennan with a single there. I think Mark Messier was playing. I mean, that's how long it's been. I can't do it.
Well, to be fair, the last time I watched a baseball game start to finish, I was probably 12 years old.
2 hits for Maya. You can't spell Maya without May. I mean, we're almost there. You can't spell
May without Maya. That's right.
Well, you also can't spell Maya without May. It's
That's also true.
All right, here we go, number 12. She steps in, run on first here. No outs. Cats looking.
Come on, let's plant one.
Takes up, ball one. Good look there. Third baseman still creeping in. Doc expecting that bunt.
It's just, I'm not sure they read the scouting report. I mean, I know she laid one down to surprise them, but I mean, I don't want to be on the other end of that line drive shot.
Let's be on time here for one. That's another hit. Here we go, Cats! First and second. No outs.
Well, you know, that's the disadvantage of playing that defense. That when they brought her up, they've really created a gap. Both Maya and Livy knocked it right through there.
Let it play, Doc. Let it play. I'd say play that funky music, but that's not really funky music. That's let that thing play.
I like that song. Again, I don't like the words getting away a good song, so I never know the words.
I'm going to tell you something after this pitch right here. First and second, best hitter in the state, steps in. The way Sam has hit the ball this year, with that being her walk-up song, our playlist next year is going to be Mercy Me. It's going to be Mercy Me from 1 to 9. Every batter.
Mercy.
It's going to be.
Michael W. Smith, Amy Grant.
Amy Grant. no, bro, we're not watching Christmas movies up here.
Hey, she still had her start
Tennessee
doing
Christmas.
Christian music back in the late 80s, early 90s. That's about the probably tells you how dialed in I am to the Christian music scene, but I do like that song, I'm telling you.
First ever Mercy Me reference in the press box, but I like it. You know? Hey, got Amanda Barksdale running here for Maya. You'll probably see a re-entry there.
Big moment here. They've shifted on her. You see that?
Yeah, they have.
The shortstop shading a bit to third base. Shift is happening.
You definitely see more like strategery from Catawba Ridge.
I mean, look. They've closed that gap that the last two hitters have hit
one at
through.
the umpire right there.
Yep.
Look at that. Gosh, she's so good. No, man. Stay right there. Bases loaded in the 5th.
1-0. E10.
So Sam, right now she's 2 for 3. Average is dropped. 2 for 3.
She's going to have to get 2 more at-bats to bring her average up.
Golly. Well, come on, Sam. So here we got Emma Melanauskas.
Come on, Emma.
Bases loaded. Copperheads bring the infield in.
They are playing in. How about that? 5th inning. Listen, they understand the importance of every run. Come on, Emma. Oh, get through. Get down. That's all right. That's all right. We'll take that RBI.
That's all right. Good job.
All right, that's going to matter. Listen, right now, they all matter.
Yeah, take them where you can get them.
Hard hit ball. Nothing coming home. Now it's time for RC. Swiss Army knife. Not so secret weapon.
So 6-3. Cats extend their lead.
Hey. I don't know what this song is, but I like it.
Uh-oh. No, that was the wrong song to let play, buddy. He was letting the wrong one play. Hey, listen, we got to give a shout out to Noah. I mean, that guy just stepped in and crushed it.
You know, I appreciate what Noah's been doing. I don't know if he can hear us or he listens, he watches back his performance or whatnot else either, but I really appreciate it. High school kid coming in here.
He's gotten pretty good.
Spending his nights. You know,
no one needs to give me his Venmo, so I can put it out there for y'all to drop him 20 in his Venmo.
Just a great job.
Oh. Cats pop it up. So Cats try to lay one down, but pop it up. So bases loaded, no outs. We've got one. I feel like we need some more, Doc.
All right, the young buck right here.
Chance to cement herself, possibly.
Or a hit here. I don't think there's any doubt about it. Let's punch that thing in the right center field, kid. Come on. Let's hit a double.
Good swing on that.
She wants to. Golly, she wants to. Folks.
One strike. Swing and a miss, strike 2.
Matt just asked Noah what his Venmo was. Oh,
he thought I was going to give him. He thought I was going to give him money. I was like, no, I'm going to put it out there for YouTube Nation. You might catch a couple of G's tonight.
Hey man, you never know. It's this game of the year. Come on.
2 strikes. Oh my gosh! Come on, Blue. The ball's in. All right, so Cats plate 1, needed a couple more, but we'll take it. 6-3, we go to the 6th.
6 outs away.
To the 6th we go. Bases loaded, no outs there. Cats played at 1, but God, 2 or 3 more would have been good. But take what you can get. I mean, that's a good pitcher we're facing. This is a good team we're facing. You don't go 22-0 without being decent.
They got to be pretty good. They got to be decent.
Well, you know, the other night I think they were in a dogfight with South Florence. I mean, obviously they won. Well, I was keeping up with that as we were playing at North Augusta. So, you know, this time of year, you better be ready for anybody, anytime. We learned that the hard way Monday. Strike 1.
That looked fair. That was me calling back. Sorry about that, everybody. I was trying to match the sarcasm from the lady in the stands.
1 strike. Cats quickly
That's a good
up
pitch.
0-2. Haley has found that changeup, which, I mean, when she's pitching her best, that changeup's working. And she can locate it. And then know what happens, that changeup, you get that working, that fastball looks a lot faster, a lot more zip on it.
Well, then you start hunting a changeup, and then you're getting the ball blown past you or throwing the rise ball or something else. What a great piece of hitting that was. I'm not sure who that was, but down 0-2. Really, really good. Is that their 8-hitter?
Hold on. Lost
18.
count. No, that was Peyton Bato. Now we got Charlie.
I feel like
Bernie.
Miss Beto has hit the ball every single time.
I got a big shout out because I went down there and got the pronunciation early in the game, and when I did the starting lineups, I got like a standing applaud that I got that name right. You know, and we've talked about, like, I don't claim to be a world-class announcer.
But some people might say that.
But some people might. And if they said it, you know, I wouldn't
I mean, you're
stop
not going
them.
to disagree with it.
Them. But, you know, we've heard some folks that have no clue how to pronounce names. Go out there and find out how you pronounce their names so you can get them right.
Do a little bit of work.
There's a bunt. Straight back, 1-1 to count. Not going to say I'm world class, but if you want to say it.
I mean, if someone were going to call you a guru, you wouldn't argue with them.
1 ball, 1 strike. Cats locked into a battle here with the Copperheads. Come on.
Great play by Peyton Malinauskas. Great play. That was a tough play there by the shortstop, but Peyton really hustled to get over there. That could have been a 2-base error, and it wasn't, thanks to Peyton. I think maybe she was trying to get that.
I feel like it's been first and second, no outs, 4 innings in a row. Here we are again. So watch the bunt here, Doc, number 9 hitter.
I think you're laying a bunt down pretty sure.
I think we need to be ready for that, and I'm sure this girl can roll. Get something up and in. Let's pop one up right here. She's bunting. Cats in a heap of trouble now. Bases loaded, no outs. Top of the lineup for the Copperheads. Ooh, buddy.
That's just not.
That's a tough play there. You got to come in there and get that. I mean, Sam's made a lot of those in her career. Hit the thing, got her on the palm of the hand, popped out. So Coach Gunner goes out to have a word with their star pitcher. And, Doc, we got bases loaded here. We're still in the 6th. We got 6 more outs on our side, 2 to play with. But I mean, we were in this spot last inning and got 1. So if we can just go ahead and just give them 1.
No, I take that any day. If you tell me that we got that right now, I take that, especially with the top of the order coming up. 1, 2, 3.
This is, you know, we call them Rattlers Row.
Again, Copperhead is not going to have rattles, but I do like the snake motif.
Yeah. Yeah, you know, hey, We said they weren't going to give up. Got to make the plays out there. Got to get outs here. We'll trade a run for an out. We'll trade 2 runs for 2 outs here. Get out of this inning. But Cats are back to the top of the lineup facing Jaden Harris for the Copperheads. Walk and a fly out. Her 2 at bats. Roll that thing up. Cats getting out there. Said run for an out. So second, third for B.G. Yates. She has a hit tonight. Base open at first, but you want to get this out right here. Takes down. Six to 4 is your new score. 1 out here in this top 5 collision. Man, a good throw right there by the Hatter. Good job, Peyton. Peyton is not scared. I just appreciate it about her. Make that throw.
She has started. That's another part of her game that's evolved again over the years. That kid's starting to play well at the right time.
Line drive right at the shortstop. Let's get a double play right here. Good positive thoughts from the press box. There's a strike. That's 2-1 to count. Paul, you still watching? I bet he's on the edge of his seat right now, locked in this
If you're
battle.
not watching now, you are missing a good one. As advertised.
As advertised. We wanted it.
Clash of the Titans.
I feel like that's been a strike tonight. 3-1 now.
Sometimes a game gets too big for the umpires. I feel like that was one of them. Come on now, Haley. You got to do something here. We need something good. I don't want to go spirit fingers right now because it's just a regular season, but we need something good right here.
There we go. Throw her out, Elena. Don't let her go to third. Don't let her go to third. All right, so once again, run for an out. And if Sam's the best hitter on the planet, Rochelle might be the second best hitter on the planet. So it's going to be a battle right here. Coach Epps coming out.
I bet she's going to ask if she left early. Maybe also give
Haley a chance to breathe here and kind of gather herself. But good job from pitching there. Haley's made some good pitches here since we got, bases loaded, no outs. He caught her out. Wow, he caught her out. So get off the field. That's 3 outs. So 6-4 is the score. And he lives on Counts Ferry Road.
Hey, listen. Hey, I'm going to drive. I'm going to go by his house later tonight. I'm going to drop off a couple of frosty beverages.
All right, that's 6-4, right? So we'll get the scoreboard changed, and we're going to go to break, and we got 3 outs away. Cats lead.
Peyton Malinowskis, senior. Naomi Little, freshman.
Maya Drennan, junior.
I'd say the funniest thing that happened to me during a game was when I was going to slide into home, but there was a bat in the way, so I tried to jump over it, and I ended up doing the splits at home.
Probably slipping on the mound.
When I was catching in the bullpen and my pitcher fell 2 times on the mound.
If I could travel anywhere in the world, I would probably go to Italy.
Probably Hawaii.
Australia.
My favorite TV show is probably Full House.
Mulan.
Spider-Man Homecoming.
I have 3 dogs.
1 dog and 2 cats.
I have a dog named Poppy.
So still got a discussion here going on between, this is,
a lot of conversation. I checked with the coaches in between innings. I ran down there, ran all the way back up here. Thanks to the Cole Haan shoes with some extra little support in them. Left early at third base, and so, you know, lots of times we like to give coaches a hard time. But how about Coach Epps, Coach Terrapin, Coach Mason being right on top of that, knew it happened, came out nonchalantly, made it happen, earned an out for the team. Yep. What a huge turn of events.
Huge.
Hey, you said earlier you would take giving them one run, bases loaded, and that's exactly what happened.
Yeah. You know, and what I think should be the rule, though, I don't think you should have to go appeal that. I think if the runner leaves early, the umpire sees it, they should just call it. Like, why is it that you have to make the coach appeal that to call her out? But yeah, heads up. I mean, those guys. I mean, that's you add up those years of experience coaching in that dugout.
This is not the first time they've been in that dugout. I can tell you that right now. So shout out to Heads Up Coaching. You know, listen, I'm eyeballing. Look, Coach John is explaining that to the staff. He loves. Now I'm going to tell you what Coach John loves more than the Clemson Tigers. Coach John loves explaining the softball rule to somebody.
They probably already knows it.
He loves talking rules to high school softball.
So we're going to have a pinch hitter. It's like Shea Scott getting loose. Shea, couple hits against.
Hey, that's right. Let it go, kid. Let it go. Let that bat go here. I will tell you, so Coach John, we spent a lot of time with him during the summer months as well. He will. Those summer ball umpires do not like when Coach John starts explaining the rule book to them. It's one of the things they like the least.
I can tell you what an umpire does not like more than anything else is when you bring the rule book out to them. If you want to get run from a game, just carry the rule book out there to the field. So Shea Scott will step in. So we're at 8-9-1 here in the sixth. And Cats in the same spot we were in a couple months ago. I'll be up 2+2 going the last inning. But I want a couple more here. Make me feel better.
Insurance runs are never a bad thing.
Shea, a little late on that fastball. 0-2 to count.
Up in her hands. That's a tough one.
Cats looking to bounce back once again from a loss the other night and catapult themselves into the playoffs next week. You know, this game really doesn't make a lot of difference, but I feel like it means a lot. You know what I mean? Like,
it does indeed. It does really mean a lot, especially after our game on Monday night. I've got to be honest. Well, so here's what's going to happen. So let's go and predict this. And somebody's going to go back to this because they're going to want to see if they can find out if that person left early, and they're going to listen to this broadcast. And I'm telling you, Coach, let it go, my man. Let it go. It's too late. You can't fix it.
And y'all will be just fine.
Y'all going to be fine. No matter what happens tonight, no matter what happens later on the season, I got a feeling y'all going to be just fine.
Yeah, once again, just really impressed with this team. We played them now a couple years. I think we played them last year. We were tied. We played them in the preseason tournament, I think, and tied, in the last inning. Of course, the game we talked about back in March, this game, just I wish we could play them 10 times a year. This is what you want to see.
Well, we talk about iron sharpens iron. You get better when you're playing these kind of games.
Yeah, it does. Iron sharpens iron. This can only make you better. Swing and a miss, so out one. Elena Harry. Laney Harry steps in, senior left fielder, and Laney played some good defense tonight for the Cats out there in left field, as she has all year long. Ooh, buddy, tough pitch to hit right there.
Well, I think the pitcher took that personally. She's
nasty.
I'm
impressed with this pitcher.
Nasty pitches.
Kiera O'Brien. I think, if memory
Don't give
serves
her
me
one.
correctly, I think she's a freshman. Oh,
Don't
my
give her
gosh.
one,
We're just
yeah.
making it up out there.
Listen, sometimes what happens, you see it all the time in basketball where the coach of the opposing team makes a big deal out of something. Then all of a sudden, the umpires get a little, then they start getting a little rabbit-eared, and here we go.
Here we go. You're going to walk over there and say what?
I hear one more word out of that coach there, could be paying $300. I don't care.
So we got a little discussion here. Coach John did not like that bunt strike call. Is he going to like
No.
get in his face? Be careful there, Mr. Blue.
You don't get, now listen, as an umpire, you don't get to do that now. I mean, listen, you can warn him, but you don't walk, you can't warn him and then walk over there.
What's Noah playing right now? What's he got on his playlist?
What was I thinking? That's pretty good. Does he mean, did he do that on purpose? That's pretty good.
Noah, I just gave Noah a T-shirt, by the way, out of a box up here in the press box. They're not my T-shirts, but I felt like I at least owed him something. So he got a T-shirt tonight, and once again appreciate him. But 2 strikes to Elena. Look at Laney. Get by her. Oh, nice play out there in right field. My goodness. So 2 outs. And back to the top of the lineup. Cassie cooked with 2 a couple times tonight. And we can just cook one up right here. Just cook me one. Just give me one somehow. Mr. Umpire's creeping a little closer. I think he wants to hear something down there at first
I'm
base.
telling you, listen, I'm telling you, this next half inning is going to be very interesting. Let me just say that to you. That's what I'm talking about. Listen, I'm trying to tell you, this next half inning is going to be very interesting. That if they feel like there's an element of makeup call isms, but that was we've seen already 2 questionable calls.
Here we go. Oh, that's a hit. She touched
that's
it.
a hit.
So we've talked about Peyton this year. She's hit some lasers. Even though she's hitting 560 or something, she's hit some lasers right at people. There you go, Peyton. That's
Take
a little
that one.
payback for that. That was a tough play. That was right in no man's land.
You had a bat in front of you running at people.
So Maya May Drennan steps in. She goes in the gap right here. She's gonna be May Drennan for the rest of the season. Even though it's not May, it's might as well be May.
Reggie Jackson, they used to call him Mr. October.
Miss May. Who's gonna be Miss May for the Wildcats this year?
Oh, that's
That ball
a
hit a
great
bat.
bunt.
So first and second, May Drennan with their May Drennan is 3 for 4 tonight. 3 for 4 for Maya May Drennan. And number 12 gets another crack at it. Chance to provide some much needed relief here. And Haley Mann's sister just loving it right now in the stands. We got her on camera. I don't think we do. That's all right. We got a good angle. Don't mess with it. There, you can see her hands. Look at her. Just living it. Loving it. All right, 12. Big spot here for you. 2 hits tonight. Chance for 3.
We need something good right here, kid. Left center field, yam this one. Let's go.
Takes the ball by her.
Here we go.
All right, so we got a base open now. So a base hit could put 2 across.
There's no way you're putting 12 on right here to see 11.
You know, with anybody else on deck, maybe.
Come on, 12.
All right, Liv, 1 ball, looking for 1 pitch
You
here.
just need to find the 1 pitch you're looking for. Let's drive that ball to the left center field.
Takes down 2-0. So locked in on a fastball here. Livy's smart in there. She knows what she's looking for. Be on time for it. Make it pay right here. 2-0, 2 strikes. 9:15 on your clock. Late night drama at Wildcat Field with the Cats and the Copperheads.
It's all right.
2-1 to count.
See all of them here. See all of them. There's no need to. Hey, listen, you trust these girls to be able to bat with one strike. They didn't like it. See another one.
Oh, that's down! That's down! That's there! That's 2 runs! Let's go, Cats! Rise up, number 12. Cats lead 8-4. Let it play, Noah. Let it play. Turn it up. Hit that dial.
Feel that. Feel the drop of that beat. There you go. They're walking Sam.
Wow, that's respect there. Runner on first, 2 outs. Apologize for my overzealousness there, but once again, we're dads. We're not professionals.
And listen, if you want to know, that's why he's a dad right there, number 1 and 2 right there. That's just not any bowl body. They just got a hit right there.
Yeah, we don't get paid. We don't get paid. We do it because we love it.
You got it, kid. Come on.
But if you want to call us and critique us, go ahead. First and second, 2 outs.
Just understand we also don't care, though. You know, we don't read the comments. I'm going to tell you that right now.
Emma Melanoskis, a chance to set Wildcat Field ablaze with one swing of the bat right here. Takes down and away.
What a great piece of hitting from Liddy Warren. Just to drop that ball right in there. Don't hit it too hard. Just hit it where they ain't.
2 RBIs.
Like jaw, I'm clenching my jaw. I'm going to have to wear like a mouth guard or something in here.
Go score, Liddy! Go score, Liddy! Go score! Cats are on fire. Emma Melanoskis, you hit it hard, good things happen.
Hey, listen, we're starting to see her wake up a little bit here, too. We love to see when Emma Black Coffee Melanoskis wakes up.
Gosh. Drink that big black coffee tonight.
Tall boy, step till 3 a.m.
Get you a venti. I still don't know what the sizes are.
I don't either. You go to Starbucks, it's like its own language. I have to have the Rosetta Stone with me to understand what I'm ordering when I go to Starbucks.
9-4. Cats with a chance here. Keep this thing going.
Come on,
Robin Craig, secret weapon.
One hit here, kid.
You know, listen, I like an angry Robin.
Me too.
I think when she gets mad in there, she's at her best.
Be mad, kid. Come on,
I see she is locked in right now. That was a good swing on that first pitch fastball.
Got some dads pulling hard up here in the press box. Come on, kid. Something good. Oh!
Yeah. Change up on the outside corner according to Mr. Blue.
I'm telling you, you know, they talk about in boxing, you never leave it in the hands of the judges. You got keep pushing right here. Come on, kid.
Takes up, ball one.
There we go. No panic. No panic in Robin Craig. She's been up here before. Big spots. Somerville. All over, her fingerprints all over last year's playoff run.
Yeah. 1 ball, 2 strikes here. Takes down, 2-2. Base open, but I feel like Catawba Ridge is just locked in on getting an out right here. But you leave one over the plate, Robin Craig can come through here. The Cats looking to score 2 more.
Safe.
Safe or no swing?
Well, you know, they go safe. You know what I mean?
Full count.
They do this.
Yeah,
That's
that's
safe,
right. No
right?
swing,
You know what
yeah,
they
no
do?
swing,
Come
safe.
on. And when I'm saying do this, I mean make the safe sign. For those, that's really great commentary.
Full count,
Come on,
2
Robin,
outs,
something
number
good.
17. Oh, there we go.
That
Nice
was a good
play,
play.
second baseman. So Cats plate 3. And we go to the 7th, 9-4 Lexington. So we are in the 7th. No lead is safe against these Copperheads. So Cats, let's wait and celebrate here when we get 3 outs.
Yeah, let's not. If you think this game is over, you have not watched this team play before.
Sarah
I feel like this girl's been on base all night.
Rochelo, did she not just hit? Oh, I guess we did have the pop fly deal. That's why. Yeah, okay.
But I'm telling you, we can get ourselves into some big trouble in Little China right here. We do not want that.
1-0 to the dynamic center fielder for Catawba Ridge. Senior, thank goodness. Emma gobbles it up, makes the play. Nice job, big first out
That's
right
the
there.
defense we've come to know from Emma.
That's nice play.
Great defense. Hard hit ball, gathers it, takes her time, laser to first
Laser,
base.
right on the money. She couldn't have placed that ball any better, and right between the 1 and the 0 there on Lexi, or 4.
God, what a big out. Here's our number 4 hitter.
Number 4, Rattler Rowe, Kendra Murray. There's a ball. Talk. Go talk, Sam Craig. 2 quick outs. 1 out away.
Hey, let's go. Stay focused here. Everybody talk. Everybody talk right here.
So Mia Kovacs with 2 outs here. Cats. 2 quick outs. Wow, against 2 really good hitters.
That's a good pitch. Blue.
One ball down. Nice pitch there. One ball, 1 strike. There we go, 1 and 2. Haley Mans is just
pitch.
Haley Mans is a bulldog. I mean, she is a warrior, Doc.
3 runs in the top of the first.
Against the #1 team in the Southeast.
In the world.
And just locks in and just throws a gem from that point on.
Still got a lot to do here. Let's finish this up. Let's not talk about it till it's over.
2-2. Two balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. There we go. And the Wildcats bounce back and take down the #1 team in the state. Listen, I'm going to go and tell you right now, Livy's been playing since, 4 or 5 years now. Biggest regular season win that I've seen, Doc. I mean, what a great team that is, and what a big win for the Wildcats.
They're going to be really good, really tough out. That team can play. We are going to do, I just got a word from our producer, we are going to have a Pro-Toe post-game show. First one of the season.
Since Buddy sent his check in.
That's right. We hadn't cashed yet, so we're going to have to worry about that. But what a great victory. All right, so let's talk players of the game tonight.
Well,
tell me who who are the candidates tonight?
Well, Haley Mann's, I think candidate, just once again pitched a gem. After those 3 runs, just to buckle down against that team and holding 1 run the rest of the way, huge. Maya Drennan, 3 hits. Livy was 3 for 3. She had, 2 RBIs. She scored 3 runs. Also Peyton Gantz early in the game, that big 2 RBI hit.
Well, and defensively, remember, she got us off the schneid here and threw that girl out at third base in that first inning where it kind of looked like we were getting into some pretty deep water early.
Yeah.
So really a strong performance across the board. I do want to come back to Haley for just a minute. Let's set the stage. I don't want to just pass through this. Haley gives up 3 runs, top of the first, is really in the deep water at that point, right? Like she is feeling it, and there's a long way to go. And to lock in that way, to give up 1 run the rest of the time,
monstrous,
shows the type of competitor she is. Just an amazing performance from her tonight.
Yeah.
Now, having said all that, I believe your Crescent Collision star of the game has got to be Miss Livy Warren.
Livy steps up, big hit there. I just felt like we needed that. Even though we didn't need them, I felt like we needed them, and those were 2 big runs there in our last at bat to kind of provide that separation we needed. So, Livy's your star of the game, and the Cats are your stars tonight as a whole. I'm so proud of this group, proud of this team, and the bounce back. And hey, let's buckle up and go to the playoffs.
Well, now it's time. Now it's time. Now everybody goes back to 0-0. We're going to enjoy this one tonight. You might even enjoy it tomorrow at school. But come Friday, we got to have to. This thing's going to have to be out of our system, because next thing, it's really about the playoffs. It's about building momentum within the tournament, feeling good about yourselves, and we have some real tough teams to play in the upstate with Burns and Clover and some of those folks up there.
Well, our producer and our chosen one, ready to get out of here.
The protege.
I'm Matt Warren. He's the Dr. Greg Little. Thanks for watching. Thanks for listening. What a ball game. What 2 great teams going at it. And we look forward to next week and getting this thing rolling to the playoffs. Thanks again. Go Wildcats.